Pie here, and I am back for another video. This is day 10 of the Cineworld movie challenge. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, what this is, the UK cinema chain Cineworld Cinemas put on their Twitter page. Link to their Twitter is in the description, and they basically put a statement or a question about a film, and you respond with your personal choice about that. I tried to nick that idea and turn it into a video series. This is day 10. The question for this, for today, is a film that is also a book that you love. Now, this I had quite a lot of choices for. I'm a big reader and a big film fan. Obviously, a lot of films are based from books, so I could have done The Hunger Games. Well, so looking, obviously, the choice for this one, Harry Potter, was the standout. The ones that's gone blank. James Bond, I've read a lot of those books. Lord of the Rings. There's so many. Obviously, too many to list, and my mind's gone blank. But obviously, Lord of the Rings was a big standout for me because these are books that I absolutely adore and films that I absolutely adore. So, obviously, I couldn't pick the whole franchise of Harry Potter because it said film, not franchise. So the specific film I chose was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I did contend with a few different films, but the main runner-up to this one was The Chamber of Secrets. Now, the reason that was the close runner-up was because the reading of this book when I was about 11 or 12, I think I was 12 when I got round to reading that book. It was such a special moment for me. I have such fond memories of staying up late, just wanting to get the extra chapter in, and going to school because all my friends were reading at the same time. We would talk about where we were and what was going on and different spoilers and that. So I've got such fond memories of reading that book. But one of my favourite films of the Harry Potter series is The Prisoner of Azkaban. Obviously, they're all very much up there for me. It's very much... if I do a ranking system, I'd really struggle. I love all of the films beyond belief, but I've always kind of edged towards Prisoner of Azkaban because I quite like the different feel to this one, and because obviously this is the only one really where Voldemort or Tom Riddle or any version of them is not the villain of the piece. It's Sirius Black. And, well, without spoilers, I just say Sirius Black, because I don't want this to be a spoiler review if you haven't seen Harry Potter. First thing, what's wrong with you? Get on that right now. It's going to change your life. And second, I just didn't want to be that sort of video thing I gave us spoilers anyway. But yeah. So I decided to go with The Prisoner of Azkaban because I got such fond memories of that film. Also reading the book. I was reading this book as I was entering secondary school. And secondary school was... I didn't really know many people going in from my primary school to secondary school. So I was a bit on my own where everyone else had their groups where they moved schools with. So I found quite a lot of solace in reading at the time. And the two big books I remember reading at the time was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban and The Hobbit. I've already chosen Lord of the Rings from a film and this list, previous video. So obviously Lord of the Rings and Hobbit are all out of the question because I would have used them. And Harry Potter was bigger for me than Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter is one of my absolute biggest loves in the world. I have Harry Potter tattoos. I have half my room decorated in Harry Potter stuff. I've got these Funkos. I've got about 50 different Harry Potter ones. If you want to see a video of me showing those off, let me know in the comments, by the way. I'm happy to do that. So Harry Potter is a huge part of my life, and it will always be. It means so much to me, and these books mean so much to me. I read the books about once a year, and I watch the films about once a year. This is a massive thing for me, so I don't understand why I should have even thought about anything else other than Harry Potter. Harry Potter's always going to end up on this list. The decision was where on this list it landed, and this one just felt right because Harry Potter for me just isn't the films, it's also the books. It's 50-50 for me. I love them both so dearly. And I like to say they've got a piece of my heart, but I believe Harry Potter has my whole heart. Maybe a bit for Doctor Who. If you watch a lot of my previous videos, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, so maybe it's split. But that's just me. So, if you don't know the story of Harry Potter, it's set in the wizard world. So there's two different worlds. There's the world that we live in, or the Muggle world, and there's a whole secret world that we don't know about of the wizarding world. This young boy who is nothing special, he's bullied, he's not treated very well, and he's just a Muggle boy. Until he turns 11, where he's told that he's not a Muggle, he's a wizard. Not just a wizard, he's the most important wizard who ever lived, arguably. And so you follow his story through school, and obviously the different adventures you get to. And obviously you get the villains of the piece, like Voldemort is the worst wizard who ever lived, the most treacherous and evil wizard who ever lived. Arguably with Grindelwald. We find out more in the Fantastic Beasts films. And obviously with different adventures around the way. Romance, friendship, love, parentage, trust, fear. Everything is in these films. It's a real lesson of life and how you should treat yourself and how you should treat life and how you should treat your friends and the family and the ones you love. This is everything in 8 films, in my opinion. And it does it so perfectly, and same with the books. I struggle to pick holes in these films. I mean, I could very well do, and I probably will do some video essays when I talk about what I love about these films and the nitpicks I can pick. But that would be me just being pedantic. If I look at these films as a piece of entertainment, which obviously in the foremost front they are, I don't care. I just want to sit back, relax, and just transformed into the wizarding world and Hogwarts and Privet Drive and Diagon Alley. I want to be there. And when I was a kid and was reading these books, I wanted to be there so badly. It hurt. And obviously, the way the fiction is obviously brought back out, but you'd never want to be brought back out. You wanted to stay there so badly. And the way these books were written, you did. You felt like you was there. And you're running around with the golden trio, Harry, Hermione, and Ron. And these films, for me, did the same. And even though I'm not focusing really on the film in question, which is The Prisoner of Azkaban, because I chose Prisoner of Azkaban as the film choice, but for me, this Harry Potter isn't one film, it's all 8 films and all 7 books. I struggle to differentiate them because I don't really... I mean, I can tell you exactly what happens in each one from start to finish, obviously. But I don't watch one film. I will stick on the Philosopher's Stone and watch it straight until the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Same with the books. I won't just read one book and go, great, I'll move on to another book. I will start from Philosopher's Stone and I'll read all the way to the Deathly Hallows. And I won't read anything else in between or watch any films in between. I will watch them in binge and I'll read them in binge. They're too good to split. I could rant and rave at how much I adore this series, but I think that's already come across. So a film that is also a book you love has to be Harry Potter for me, and the specific one I will go with The Prisoner of Azkaban, because it's a book and a film that I adore equally, even though I could have picked one, but you know, we'll do that for another video. So a book that you a film is also a book you love, what would you pick? Let me know in the comments. I respond to all comments. So let's start a conversation. Is it Harry Potter? Is it something completely different? Is it like Lord of the Rings or Hunger Games or something completely different I've not thought of? And I'm going to kick myself for not thinking of. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you dropped a like. And if you want to see more of these, drop a subscribe. And I'm dropping these daily challenge videos every single day. Some days I'm dropping more than one video a day, not this challenge, but I might drop some reviews or reactions. So drop a hit the bell notification so you can see when these drop. Hope you have a good day, evening, night, morning, toilet break, whenever you're watching this. Thank you. And thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you'd like to drop a like, a subscribe, share, hit the bell notification, that would be amazing. And you will see on this side of my head, you will see another video which YouTube has recommended just for you. And on this side of my head, you will see a logo to subscribe to the channel. If you want to hit that, I will love you forever. Goodbye.